back to another video. We've left off on this car last time you guys seen it, getting the front bumper put on. We got our mounting plates, got our square tubes for the all thread ready. So the front end is built. We are ready to go. So this car is gonna be driving this video. First thing we gotta do is, I still haven't test fired this motor yet, so I'm gonna get a header on it today, kind of do up some electrical, just temporary for now, so we can see how she runs. But yeah, make sure I did the timing belt correct, make sure it's gonna run good for us. Pull this motor off of the subframe, and I got to rebuild some motor mount stuff and whatnot, but we'll swap that motor onto the sub and then we'll put her in the car. Let's get after it. Let's see if we can get that motor to run on the ground for us. See how it does. Make sure it's still good. Last I used it, it drove out of the arena, but where we change the timing belt and stuff, I just like to make sure it's good before we put it in the car and can't get to anything as easy. So anyhow, let's get after it. All right, we got everything rigged up, super sketchy. Don't do what I'm doing. It's not good practice. You'll have a fire in your shop. But I got it to turn over, and then I forgot that I didn't have this transmission lines loop. Made a little mess, so let's go and see if it'll start. Okay, I don't have the vacuums hooked up or anything or plugged, so it's gonna idle really high. That's okay though. Ready? I just need you to hold this one. All right, ready? Sure. Still making a mess. Well, might want to open the door. All right. Well, it runs, kind of. I think that map sensor is not the right one. It looks different than all the other ones that I have, so I'm going to change it real quick. I got to loop them transmission lines better. Leaking everywhere. But at least it fired up. I'm gonna plug the vacuum lines, hook up a different map sensor, and we'll try it again. All right, so looking at my map sensors, I think this is the wrong one. I don't know what this one's for, but you can tell it's definitely bigger. So we'll try that one. That's off of that car, so that should be good. You ready to help me, bud?
Because I got the earplugs in.
He's got his earplugs in. It's going to be loud. Okay, bud. I need you to hold some wires. I need you to hold that one. Okay. Hold on. Wait till I'm ready. Okay, you ready? What did you think of that? Was it running good? Did you like it? Ridge, what do you think of that motor?
Pretty good.
Does it run good enough? You think we can start putting everything back together? Well, hey, thanks for helping me with them wires.
Yeah.
Should we take all that sketchy stuff apart?
Then we can get off it. Then we can run it up on the car.
Yep, put it up under the car. I like that good enough. We're gonna put everything back together, put the covers back on. One thing I want to do before I put it in the car is put our loop kit on it and fill it with water. Make sure it's not leaking out of any of the, I don't know what you call them, freeze plugs. I didn't put this motor away very good, so it might have pushed one of them out. But not too shabby, runs pretty good. We'll still, once I get it in the car and stuff later on, I'll pull the spark plugs out and make sure they're good. What do you want to say, bud?
We gotta get light cars, right?
We gotta start working on your car soon, huh? What about you? Hey, are you gonna derby this year?
With her brother.
You two are gonna derby together?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a little bit of double checking everything, start putting things back together. I gotta take the power steering pump off of that good motor. We'll have power steering this year, darling. I'm gonna have power steering on this one. Yeah, runs pretty good. What do you think?
Runs great.
All right, so I've been at it a little bit, not crazy, but I got this motor pretty well back together. I've ran out of time for the day, so I've got everything set where I need. I just got to clean up this old motor mount, clean up all that stuff off and build that new front motor mount back together, but not too bad. We got it swapped over to the sub, so everything's running pretty good. Put water in it, everything was good that way, so we should be good to go. So like I said, ran out of time today. That's okay. We will get this thing in. Not much left to do. I got to put the power steering pump on, small stuff like that. So I got parts coming in the mail. So once it's in, we can start to hook everything up. This thing will be rolling in no time, and I am so excited. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will start welding up an engine, or welding up a motor mount. So I'll see you then. All right, we've been busy. I got the motor mount done. It's kind of scabby, but that's how I did it. Should be good enough. But anyway, power steering pump's done. All the timing stuff done. We got the alternator back on. So now the only thing left to do is put it in the car. So we'll go ahead and do that and hopefully have it running this weekend. So we got the subframe mounts done, got our all threads in, so we are good to go. I'll just, getting kind of late tonight. It wasn't much of a day. I didn't really record much, but we got the motor in. This morning I did a lot of motor stuff that was just kind of boring, building the motor mount and whatnot. So it was a good day. We got it in. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we'll start putting this thing on tires. We got to put axles in it, that kind of stuff. Put the suspension back together, put tires on it, and yeah, we will start mounting the fuel cell protector, or the fuel cell. Start mounting the trans cooler shifter. Get us a battery in there. Start running all the electrical, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow we can drive it. If not, the next day we'll drive it. So it will definitely drive this video, which is awesome. It's been kind of a, I don't know why it's taken me a little longer. I've taken my time on some stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see this thing run. Hopefully all reliable, runs good for us. But I'm liking it. She's turning out pretty good. It's starting to look like a car again. So I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Let's try and get this thing rolling tomorrow. All right, good morning. We're out here in the shop. We got the tires on it, suspension's all done. We got axles in it. I didn't really record much, kind of boring stuff, but all right, so yeah, we got the axles in, brakes are in it. I still got to bleed them. Callie and the kids went to Grandma and Grandpa's for a bit, so that'll have to wait, which is okay because we got a lot to do still. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start, just kind of start putting all this back together. We got to get a fuel cell in it, trans cooler, all the electrical. So busy day. I'm hoping to get this car to at least fire up. Tomorrow will probably be our test drive. I got to move that damn truck out of the way. Which, by the way, truck is still a go. I'm just kind of waiting on rules. We'll see what happens there. The truck is for sure going to happen. I just don't know when we'll start on it. That show's not till July, so we got a bit. But anyway, I got to move it out of the way before we can get the car out anyhow. So yeah, just doing a little cleanup, and we will start with probably the fuel cell. So I got to build a, I got to weld another bar in here to bolt the fuel cell to. So we'll probably start with that. So I'm just going to straighten up a little bit around here and get after it. So I'm excited. Let's get this thing running. Just a little baby. Alright. Little modification. I guess everything about a derby car is kind of a modification, huh? I also got the battery cables done, starter wires done, alternator wires done. So yeah, we're getting there. Battery box, this big battery box, I like it, but I think I might modify, I need to build some adjustment plates that you can move in and out, bolts, to kind of smash that battery in. Wood, I've done it before, it works fine, but just to make it look nicer. But we'll get another battery, that's later, it don't matter for now. So anyway, I'll work on getting that fuel cell out of that other car, get the trans cooler out, and then we'll blow some holes in them mounts and start bolting parts in. So we are there, we are ready to go. Quick little update, because I forgot how that fuel cell was designed. I had to cut the center out of our bar, and so I just added some little braces in there just to be extra safe. I got this wired up for now. We got our starter to work, so that's good to go. Got all of our computer wires ran through down there. Still got to hook the computer up. You guys that run Camrys already know this, but this is how I hook my alternator up. You could run this wire here. It's the center one on the plug. I just run it right to here. Now, doing that, I believe if you leave your battery hooked up, it will run your battery dead. So I always unhook my cables, but I'm pretty sure if you ran this to a switch in the car, you could turn on and off your alternator. I don't really see a point doing that. I leave my battery cables unhooked all day, the day of the show, whatever. I will say I've left it hooked up, like, forget about it after a derby or something. Car will usually fire right back up. So I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's how I do my alternator right there. And then if you guys are curious to wire up the starter, you've just got the starter solenoid wire right there. Just splice into that and give that 12 volts and it'll start, so, or crank. But yeah, she's coming together. I'm having fun. This is the fun part. All right, we got our holes marked. Let's go ahead and cut them out. All right, so we got our holes cut. Hopefully they line up. One last thing I want to do before we start putting the fuel cell and trans cooler in is I got to weld the bracket in for my harness. So my seat belt. I just weld a little bracket back here to the seat bar. So real quick, I'll hurry and cut something out, and we'll install the harness right now just to get it over with, and then that should be all the major sparks inside should be done. So that should be it for the cage. We might have to weld a little bracket in for our switch box, which maybe we'll mount that too real quick before we mount the trans cooler in the fuel cell, just so we're not welding. I don't like to weld in there with a fuel cell in there, so let's get after it. I normally, on this back corner, bottom corner, I bolt this where the seat bolts in the back corner. And then this side, I bolt it where the factory seat belt goes. On the seat bar, I just build a little bracket like that and bolt the top straps to that. So I'll hurry and cut one of them out. We'll get it welded in. There you go, simple little bracket. That's what I've always done. So, and I like to set it kind of off to this side just so my shoulder strap don't ever try to slip off one way or the other. I kind of lean it back just a touch too. And you want this to be welded on pretty good. All right, so that's that for the seatbelt. Once that bracket cools off, we can bolt it up, but that's pretty much it. We still have to do the steering column, which I know I said I wanted to get this, start getting the parts in, but I think it's wise just to get that done because that is going to be some more welding right above where my fuel lines go through. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the steering column done. That way we can be done welding in there. One other thing I got to do, you guys that run Camrys, this is a little tip too for those of you that have never ran a Camry. I've already taken it out, but underneath the gas pedal there's that little hole. There's a little piece of tin in it like that one. Take that out and tack in a little piece over that hole. Long time ago, I was running, I think it was Halloween Havoc one year in Ogden. I was running first time I ran a simplified harness on a V6. Car was running good, way good, and I made a pretty big hit, and my throttle stuck. Well, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know why it stuck, you know, and it was so chaotic. I was pretty new still, so I didn't pay attention. I didn't even look down at the floor. What had happened is that gas pedal went into the hole in the floor there, and obviously got stuck. So ever since then, I weld just a little plate over that hole, or even just a little piece of rod or strap or whatever you can do, just so the pedal don't go in through the hole there. Little tip, something I learned the hard way: fill that hole up with something, or you'll have a stuck throttle. Ended up ruining that motor, that heat. But anyway, yeah, we'll go ahead and get the steering column. It sucks. This is gonna be bad. I still gotta get the fuel line out of this car and stuff, but I've got another column, like an old school, just shaft and heim joints and whatnot. I really like the sky high column. We're gonna have to do some digging. Cut this out. I'm trying to decide. It don't really matter. See, so what I've learned is sky high column is awesome. It's so nice just for setting it up. I've never had a steering column like fail. I've definitely never maxed out U-joints. I'll show you my other steering column. You know, you got your old school steering column right there. That's what I ran before a lot. Never had issues with that. I bought the sky high column. It's cool. I wanted to try one out. They are expensive, but it's definitely worth the money. I feel like for a Camry, it's not really, I don't know. There's no real advantage of having that over the old school stuff. The only thing that I've noticed, and the reason I love the Sky High steering column, is that you can set that thing up easy, really easy. That, when I'm setting it in the car, you know, you got to check out your U-joint angle and all this. And the way a Camry is, I don't know what a W-body's like, but a Camry, that steering shaft comes pretty much vertical up to the firewall, so you're already maxing out pretty good. Sky High column, it don't care. You can have that cable twisted, bent, curved, however you want, and it don't even matter. So I'm tore. I don't know. It does help for installation and that kind of stuff, but as far as derbying, I've had some Camrys messed up. I've had them nosed up so hard that it's breaking stuff off the back of the motor, it's pressing the firewall in. And I have never ran out of steering with an old school steering column. So that one, I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty nosed up. It got close enough that the bottom U-joint on that Sky High column was rubbing a bit on the firewall, but that don't matter. So I don't know. I'm tore. I'll probably pull that Sky High column out and stick it in this one. It's just, I'm real tempted just to put the old school one in because it's out already, ready to go. But I don't know. Let me. You guys that have ran both in a Camry, or even compacts, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the old school? You know, and I've seen old school ones that have a sliding piece in them and stuff. I don't know. I guess I've never mangled a Camry enough to really need a slider. But one thing I do know, Sky High steering columns, I haven't checked lately if they've come out with the spring-loaded for steering wheels. I am bending steering wheels almost every time I run these days. I don't know if I need to calm down on bracing on the steering wheel so hard or what, and it's not even big hits. It's like I'm bending them. They're good steering wheels. They're tougher, obviously, but tougher than factory ones. Them factory ones, I've busted them up a lot. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about steering setup, steering columns, what you guys prefer. Factory steering columns, I do know we're running some wire shows this year. Factory steering columns work. I like to weld just the little, I don't know, the hex adapter just to the factory steering column and slide the steering wheel on it. But the factory steering columns work too. I've ran them for a lot of years and they work well. I like running the aftermarket stuff just because it eliminates a lot of stuff inside. I'm a bigger guy, so as much room as I can create in these little cars is better. So, but anyway, yeah, just curious. Let me know what you guys think on the steering setups. We'll probably go ahead and dig the Sky High out of that one, clean it up, and put it in this car. Let me know though. Let me know what you guys think. So anyway, that's the plan for now. Time is it? We're doing pretty good on time. Should be able to, I don't know if we'll be able to drive it today. Like I said, I'm alone. I have no way to bleed the brakes. So I'll have to do that whenever Callie gets home, have her come help me. She loves doing that. And like I said, I got to move that truck. So I think what I'll do today is just hurry and knock out the steering column, weld that little plate in on the gas pedal, and start just doing all the electrical, fuel cell, getting all the stuff in the car, get it running in the shop. And yeah, basically just get it running for today. Tomorrow, we'll bleed the brakes and rip this thing around the driveway, see how it does. Pretty stoked on this build. Other than you guys that have followed along when I was building the cage, the cage is not very pretty. It's good. It's a good cage, but it's crooked. I eyeballed a lot of it a little more than I should have. I should have measured a little bit better, but other than that, though, I like it. It's turning out good. I think it'll do good. It really comes down to Old Reliable's drivetrain here. Like I said in previous videos, that poor thing's been through a lot. If you look at that cable, it's I mean, that's as good as it gets, pretty much. Straight still, so pretty awesome. So yeah, we'll get to pulling this out. Shouldn't take too long. And then I'll cut off all this stuff, clean it up really good, and restart. We'll also pull, I don't know, those of you that have Sky High columns, do you guys grease them bushings every run, or every time you install them, every car. That's what I've done so far. Last year, that car didn't have power steering, but so that might have been it. But it felt stiff. Like even when that car was fresh, the steering was stiff, stiffer than normal. So I don't know if it's the Sky High steering column or not. I greased the bushings and everything. Maybe I got it too hot and I welded it in. That's a possibility as well. But anyway, okay, I'll quit jabbering, quit putting it off, and I'll get that column out and we'll start putting it in. All right, so I got the lower part installed. It's ready to go. So I took this apart and I don't know. There's still grease in there, but it's pretty sticky. So we're gonna clean these bushings up, re-grease it, and try again. I took them out because we're gonna have to put some pretty good heat on this. So let's just take all that apart. It's pretty much just a tube. So yeah, we'll go and clean all this up nice and smooth, make it brand new so we can install it. So yeah, I'll clean this up and be right back. So I've gotten this thing cleaned up pretty good. Good enough for me anyway. I know this probably isn't right, but that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna set this where it feels comfortable. I mean, I like to try and get this the more comfortable you are, the better you'll drive, I feel. So I feel like right there is pretty dang good. So I'm just gonna put a little baby tack right on the back, just right to it, you know what I mean? Then we can see how it feels. Maybe. Ugh. I like to set my steering wheels a little bit high so my legs can do this. I don't know. Everybody does their own thing. I've ran cars where the steering is, you're hitting your legs this way too. If I have to get at, like if I light on fire or something, I can, you know, I like to think that I would be aware enough to pull the steering wheel and get out. I don't know if I would though if I was on fire, because I got a harness. Harness will come off first, obviously, and I might not even think of that. I'll just squirt out the window. But that right there feels pretty good. I think we're centered up pretty square. It's in a position where I can really crank on it if I have steering issues. It's high, away from my legs. I can brace pretty good on it. That's how I set mine up. Like I said, everybody does their own shit. You can do it whatever feels right. So the way I'm gonna mount this, I'm sure I know they make blocks or mounting pieces for a Sky High column. I think I'm just gonna weld something in here like this. Nothing crazy, you know. Just kind of scab it in there, whatever looks good, and we'll go with it. Alrighty, and that's that. So she should be pretty solid. It's comfortable. I like where it's at. And we have steering. So should be good. So now, while I'm in here, I got this just a scrap piece of plate laying around. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. I'm not gonna move the camera though. I'm just gonna weld it over that hole I was talking about earlier. So I'm excited. Go down to Hurricane, Utah. That was the first time I ran there last year. Me and Wilbur went down there, and man, it was fun. I had a good time. It's looking like a lot of cars too this year, so that'll be even more fun. So hopefully mini cars in Utah can start making a comeback. It's funny, shows like Hurricane and Manti, Beaver, those are the ones I went to anyway. They had pretty good car counts. Up here in northern Utah though, I mean, it just wasn't there. The Wire show at Maymania last year had a bunch of cars. So I think that's why Stern Dirt's bringing back Wire minis, which I'm fine either way. I'll be there, whether it's mod or Wire. So either way, I don't really care. It's their promotion. They're gonna do what they're gonna do with their rules, and I'm more than happy to run a Wire car. So payouts went up from last year. It's not about money, but their payouts went up. It's $3,000 to win in a Wire car. Shit. We can build Wire cars in a couple days, so you got to look at it that way. I do like building the welded cars more just because they last a little longer, but then again, I have a lot of effort into this car, and I could go ruin it in one show just the same as a Wire car, but Wire car for $3,000 to win, that's pretty fun. That's cool. And it's less stress, it's easier to build. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have a good mixture of rules, and I think Utah's needed that for a while. It'd be really cool to see a mixture of rules at the same show, but Utah's still very, very full size. I don't know. Utah still has the full size cars to keep running, traditional full size shows, which is fine. Running heats and whatnots, whatever. But sooner or later, it'll be a mini car world again, or eventually, and I'm ready for it. I would love to run big cars, and I plan on doing a few Wire cars here and there, full-size stuff, truck. But as far as the limited weld or welded full-size goes, I just don't have the funds to do that. Maybe one day, hopefully, but for now, I'll stick with compacts. I'm kind of set up for compacts. My shop's set up for compacts. But anyway, a lot of rambling today. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for the year. It don't matter to me whether we're doing Wire or full or weld. I don't really care. I'll be there. I'm sure I had a point behind that, but anyway, I'll quit putting things off. Let's get this car running. Again, just using some scrap I had laying around. That's gonna be pretty good. I like that. Put everything on. It's away from the shifter. It's gonna work. It's gonna work good. Alrighty, well, we got everything kind of wired up. Everything's really temporary right now. We're gonna go ahead and give this thing a test fire. So hopefully it runs okay. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Well, I'll take that all day. It's just hot. It smells like eggs, huh? It's gross. What do you think of that, dude?
That's pretty good.
We got her running. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not the smoothest idling right now, and I don't know why. We still have to check plugs, wires. I'm sure I've got a vacuum or two, but hey, we got power steering. It seems to run pretty good. Like I said, I'm pretty nervous about this motor. What about you guys? What's the most runs you've had on a motor? This probably ain't much compared to some of you guys, but she's got 2 seasons on it, so I think it's been in, I don't know,
Like this mustard.
maybe 15 shows on this motor and trans combo. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. How many runs do you guys get on your motors, Toyota motors?
Now at my time I get working on my car.
You want to get working on your car, huh?
We'll get going on it.
Okay. Well, she's running for sure. I'm ready to drive it. I'm running out of daylight though, and honestly, the amount of cleanup and stuff, I want to go through and secure everything on the inside before I drive it much, just so we don't have stuff bouncing around. Still got to check fluids and stuff. So, that being said, I think I'm going to call her a day here. Tomorrow is the day, finally. This build's been not a pain in the butt or anything. It's just kind of been slow, taking my time on it, and we're ready to drive it. So, yeah. First thing tomorrow morning, we'll start putting fluids in it and, checking everything out, make sure everything's good to go, and we'll move the old pickup out of the way and then give it a test drive. So I'm pretty stoked on that. So I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. So far this morning, me and Ridge have been after it. We got all the stuff inside secured up. For the most part, might do a little more, but we got all the front end stuff done. Got some, like the computer and fuel lines. We put some garden hose on the fuel lines just for some extra protection, but she drove out here on her own. So here in a bit, I've checked fluids, put the water in it. Everything's good. Our new water pump isn't leaking, which is so nice to finally have that fixed. So yeah, she's ready to go. So we're gonna give her a test drive. And what do you want to do?
So we're gonna take that one off and put it in my derby car. Then we're gonna go and take it for a test ride.
You want to give your derby car its first test drive of the season? Is it ready to go? You've been working on it all day.
Well, I've been trying to get it to get on, but
What happened there? What is that?
my fender.
Your fender ripped off?
Yeah, but it's not put this color on it. It's the queen's on it.
What about this fender? It's about to come off too, I think.
Well, it's
How come them fenders are coming off, bud?
I don't know, because those guys hit 3 guys hit hard on me.
You got hit hard a couple times?
Then that guy blew it off.
Well, geez, bud, are you not a very good welder or what?
No.
No.
I try to get that. That's a dude like good.
What about that dorky ass header, bud?
Yeah.
What are we going to do about that thing?
There we go. That.
Should we maybe try and make one that looks like a real header? Because that thing looks kind of wonky, don't it? Okay, let's put a battery in this thing, see how it runs, huh?
Yeah.
Give me knuckles. What do you think of this old car of yours?
I don't know about it.
Do you think it's ready to rip?
Yeah.
You think it'll run good? We got the Milwaukee in there. Okay, let's see it. Ran out of space. Watch where you're going. How's it run? Hey, how's it running?
Good.
Is it running good? What do you think of that car, bud?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? What do we got to do on this thing to get it ready? What do you want to change?
Think.
What about that shifter? Whoa! What about that shifter?
Someone here.
Yeah, that's Mama's home. What do you want to do about that shifter?
Right go.
Is it okay right there? Or do you want it to be moved?
Well, in the topic, my mom will move here soon.
In the Derby? Where do you want it in the Derby? Up there somewhere?
Right here.
What if we We could put a bar. We could put a bar in here from here to here, and have it up here, just like mine.
Mine wants your mom this.
Okay. Ready?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Getting hot.
Woo. Alrighty, well, pretty good little test drive there. It's running okay. Pretty stoked. I ran it till it started steaming. That way I could see if that, make sure that water pump seals up good, which it did. It still stinks like eggs. But yeah, she ran good. Good enough. It seemed a little bit sluggish. So, like I said, in other videos, these Camry, let me know if you guys have these issues, but I was wondering about the spark plug, so I started pulling. This one popped out good. The two center cylinders, these wires are like burnt, crusty, which I've had happen before. So that's kind of good news. We'll put new plugs and wires in it. I'm pretty sure them two center cylinders, the plug wire, the plug itself is probably fine, but the plug wires melt on the Camrys in the middle there. I barely pulled on them too, and it just, the wire comes out. So that's good news in a way. I think new plugs and wires, it'll run even better. So, and I mean, now it's for sure new plugs, wires, because them are toast. They ripped them apart, but we'll put a new cap and rotor on it as well. And then other than that though, I'm happy with it. Power steering, oh, that's nice to have. It's been a while. That last car I had, the rack was out of another car and it had some issues, wouldn't keep oil, so I didn't have power steering there for a while. It's pretty damn nice. I need to buy a tank to move this into or build one to move the reservoir inside. For now, for this Derby, we'll probably just leave it where it's at just to be easy. If it breaks, then later on I'll move it between shows or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it ran. I'm pretty thrilled with how it maneuvers. It's really comfortable in there, the way I've got the steering column set up and the switch box, all that feels really good. So yeah, there's not much left to do. This car, next video, we will be wrapping this one up. So it's been a fun build. It turned out pretty good. I'm liking it. Still got a little bit of work to do, mostly just body stuff, put the hood on it, and that's about it. As always though, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let's wrap this thing up next time.